Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 677. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Going good.
All right, so everybody else went to sleep. I know it's late, guys, so that's okay. We'll get the reaction later on. The group just watched, I saw it this morning, the group just watched the prequel, which I think was like, what, over 6 minutes long?
It was like 6:30, 6:38. And I started watching and I thought, he's going to have his, Johnny's going to come back here shortly, so I better stop it here and go back and watch it again later.
So what'd you think of it?
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Why don't you tell the viewers who didn't see it, maybe, spoilers about the
big
prequel?
Spoilers here, folks. It pretty much takes place back during like the medieval time. And we open up with the doctor in this room. And he's met by I guess the king or a prince, and the doctor's supposed to be meditating, and then they go search for water, and that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I want to give.
I gotta say, it's pretty freaking funny. It's hysterical, brilliant writing by Stephen Moffat. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It didn't give away too much, except for the end. Yeah. It's something interesting that he made a comment about the past.
Battlefield, and I was thinking there was a reference to Sylvester McCoy's episode.
Well, he said something. He was in a book. He was looking for a bookshop.
Yeah.
And he walked into a battlefield. So now, is he talking about his time on Gallifrey, where he was roaming around for a bookshop on Gallifrey, and he saw something he wasn't supposed to see? Like maybe the Time Lords going to war with somebody that
they should,
or something that made him believe that
they went off.
They're not just watchers; they're involving themselves in history.
Yeah, because in that one, when the Time Lords came back, he said that they pretty much wanted to come in and just wipe everything, if I remember right, from that one episode with
Genesis of the Daleks.
Yeah.
Basically, back in the day, in Fourth Doctor's time, there was the episode Genesis of the Daleks, where the Time Lord had met the Doctor and said, "Hey, look, we want you to do the secret mission for us. We know you probably won't, but you really need to think about it. At some point in time in the future, the Daleks
the most dominant life on the universe,
and they will go to war with the Time Lords." They didn't say Time War. They said this big, huge war. And if he can't prevent the Daleks, at least slow their evolution process up. So the Doctor, of course, didn't want to do that. But
they're Jane and Harry.
Right. Long story short, Davros found out about it and tried to get all of their defeats recorded so he could alter the outcome.
But he went back and grabbed the tapes.
Right. And basically, the Doctor was with the choice. Do I basically, like, if there was a child that you knew was going to grow up to be like Hitler, would you kill that child when and how do you know that kid was always going to be Hitler? So it was like a thing where his case, he wouldn't. He didn't want to, like...
Boys from Brazil sort of thing.
Right. This same question's posed to the 12th Doctor, and the Doctor, I think, makes the opposite choice, or something like that. Something happens, so what will he do in this incarnation? So we've heard rumors that in the first episode, the TARDIS lands on Skarum. Now, we've heard that accidentally he saves this child, that at the end he finds out will become Davros. And that Clara possibly dies in episode 1, which will continue later on in 11 and 12, the finale.
Yeah.
And given the chance to do it again, supposedly he might kill that child. Who knows? But it's going to be an interesting season, to say the least.
And the whole walk around trying to find water, though, to help him in his
meditation.
Meditation, yeah. I wonder what sort of water. Or is he trying to find that lake to put the sword in the stone, since it's got that sort of King Arthur look to it?
I think it was just the Doctor's nonsense
Yeah.
Because remember when the 8th Doctor was dying, he's like, I need wool, I need knitting. Like he's like saying stupid things. It was like, okay, you know, and that's what you want to do in your final like moments. Yeah. So he was just being the Doctor, crazy, and he was just like, you know, I need water. I'm gonna waste time because that's basically what I've seen in this. What I got from this was like the end of time, like before that, when the at the end of Waters of Mars, the Doctor knows he's gonna die or whatever, so he delays it. He just goes on a million different adventures,
and he goes saves people who wasn't supposed to be saved, and the woman shoots herself.
Well, after that, supposedly he did adventures we didn't see on air. Like he rescued a galaxy, he named it Allison, and he married the Queen, and all these different things that he just should have just did the final journey, but he did all this other stuff extra that we didn't know about. So the Doctor is in the same position. He's like, I know I'm gonna, like, Clara's gonna die or something's gonna happen, but I'm gonna just waste time. So he's building a well for like 20 days, and it's like stupid stuff. You know, he's just like trying to think if he could come up with another solution while he's distracting himself.
I'm wondering if this, since there is such a hint on Clara dying, if this is also going to hint back to Asylum of the Daleks.
Why, you think she becomes a Dalek?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how she becomes a Dalek?
Yeah, in other words, sort of save her, so to speak. He slips her those nanites, and somehow either he makes her forget about him, or they make her forget about him, and
right. Or it could be something else entirely. It could be, and this is a weird speculation here, but it could be that when the 11th Doctor pulled her out of his time stream, he didn't pull Clara out of the time stream. He pulled a copy out of the time stream, okay? And the real Clara doesn't know about technology from Bells of St. John until she gets absorbed into that thing. Then she has a great intelligence, Yeah. You know, intelligence. She knows how to do computers and everything. But the real Clara didn't know any of that stuff. She didn't even know how to backspace or something on the computer. So basically she's a nanny, and maybe that is the real Clara, and she got out of the time stream, and she just went and worked in a diner as a waitress. And that's what we learned. We learned, oh, that was just a copy of her.
Yeah, just a temporal copy of her. Definitely.
And all along, there's two Claras in a similar area, and nobody knows. And which is true. You could not know. Like, stuff happens like that. You know, you had another twin on the other side or whatever. And that's the real Clara all along. And we just didn't know. And she was even involving herself with the family members that the real Clara is not. She's a waitress, maybe.
But in some behalfs, even though they're like that twin, they still have certain little aspects of the original sprinkle into her. So she always goes to this particular line of work or act this particular way.
Or it could be that our Clara does die, and that the person that we see is just another. Hey, what's up, Albert?
Greetings, Albert.
Hi, Albert. Hello, Albert. All right, so it could be that the Clara we see is just a copy. But then that wouldn't make any sense, because I thought that the Clara only saw his 11 faces, not his 12 faces. So that one just wouldn't remember, I guess. Yeah. Or maybe there. Listen, if there's a million copies of Clara,
there's a million copies of others.
Well, maybe there's a point in time where that copy just totally forgets what the mission is.
True, because you can only because they say you can only clone or copy things so far until it starts becoming so degraded that
you don't even know why you're there. So maybe she's just there and she don't know it subconsciously. I mean, what would you like to eat? And basically, that's her way of helping him, because she doesn't even know it, but he just got over her death, and now he sees her, so he's happy a little bit.
Yeah. Because what's going on with the snowman, because she dies there, then he sees her. No, she dies in Asylum, then
she dies in Snowman, and then
she dies there, and then you see her again.
Bells of St. John.
For the real time.
Right. Hi, Albert.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Albert. So, did you see the prequel this morning?
Yes, I did.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
Really enjoyed it, right?
yeah.
What'd you like about it?
Well, I liked the ending.
It was funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. We did a cast before this. We were talking
About
about
Hourglass,
yes,
Face the Raven, and Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust.
yeah. You saw it.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
yeah.
It's cool stuff, right? Thank you to my source that I can't name for that information. It was greatly appreciated, sir. And
We'll probably see him shortly.
thank you, source. That was. I mean, I didn't know about the time loop thing. That's
Yeah.
that's a cool thing.
Face the Raven sounds amazing.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, I was wondering how long till they would do another time loop because we hadn't seen another time loop since
Pandora, Big Bang.
Yeah,
right?
Big Bang and that. And then from the original series, I think the Chronic Hysteresis one was the last.
It was City of Death.
That's right. City of Death. City of Death.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the nice spoilery stuff was given to me. I'm excited about the prequel and more news to come. So overall, Albert, now we were talking about Clara, right? And we were talking about this Clara we see as the waitress. Now, obviously, he encounters her after supposedly she dies.
Yeah.
She's probably a copy that, like we were talking about, maybe she's just a copy that she's been copied so many times that she forgot the mission, and she's just there, you know? Subconsciously, she's there just to say, hey, you okay? And he's like, I'm good. You know, it's like whatever, and then it's like he goes on. You know, that's all he has to. What's your name, Clara? And then she just, he don't want to pick her up as a companion because he don't want her to die again. So he's just like, have a great day, whatever. And then he goes back, and then just as he's miserable, he bumps into River. Like he's less miserable that he sees her, but you know.
Yeah. My two most hyped episodes now are Face the Raven and Sleep No More.
Yeah. I think the finale is going to blow it out of the park. Hellbent. I think the opening two and the last two.
Heaven Sent and Hellbent.
Yeah, Heaven Sent and Hellbent. Yeah, that's going to be great.
It will.
I can't wait, man. And all the other episodes sound wonderful too. I mean, you know, hopefully my.
Even though I think Before the Flood is a horrible title, the rest are great.
I'm hoping that my source can give me more stuff tomorrow. We'll see. But
hopefully we get some stuff about Series 10 soon.
Maybe we'll get some juicy stuff about the Christmas special. That would be nice to know.
Because River's supposed to be returning in that one.
I have a feeling that somebody else is going to be returning in the Christmas special, besides River.
Let's hope it's Captain Jack.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
It would be great to see Susan again, because like I always said, it'd be kind of smooth if they'd set it up, the meet up like this. River and Jenny, of course, the daughter of the Doctor, they meet, and then they meet Susan. So it'd be kind of an interesting reaction to see how those three would interact.
Well, if it is the story that I heard about Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present, Ghost of Christmas Future, then the Ghost of Christmas Past would be Susan.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Christmas Present will be River. And the Ghost of Christmas Future would be the future Doctor, if that happens that way. May not happen at all. Maybe the 12 companions of the Doctor, like 12 Days of Christmas. You know, it may do something like that.
I have an idea. Maybe the Ghost of Christmas Future is the next companion.
Who knows?
If they do...
Listen, you could have a Christmas special revolved around Donna Noble being a rich, evil Scrooge, and the Doctor has to defeat his companion.
That's a good one.
Without having her memories come back. And Williford could be in it. And they're both, older, and it would be funny how they bounce off each other. That would be really good. And then you throw River into the mix. And maybe Weeping Angels, or like I said, Silent Night, meaning the silence.
Yes.
That's what I'd love to see.
I came up with the notion about last year or the year before about how the silence came about. they were actually phantoms from the schism.
Yeah, I think that they are workers of Omega. I think how the Omega in the Three Doctors he created all these different mutants creatures. I think that he created the Silence and that he created the Church, and that's really the Church of Omega.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't tell everybody, so there's Church of that, But then you also got the Church of Saxon.
The schism.
You also have the Church of Saxon, if you remember.
Yeah.
Because something happens where maybe Harold Saxon goes in the past with these big Bible books that people are supposed to be worshiping the Master in ancient times.
Yeah.
So, the Church of Saxon. That could be an organization we haven't seen yet. All right, Albert. Good night, bro.
Nighters.
Take care, bro. Adios. Peace out.
Take care and bye for now.
All right. Yeah. So, could be. Maybe it's the 12 villains at Christmas.
Ooh.
Like the 12 monsters.
Yeah. That's
from,
where Zygons and that come from.
It would be like what we really should have got in the Time of the Doctor, like actual battles.
Yes.
With like all of them. Like a couple minutes each, or 5 minutes each, 10 minutes each.
Of a Daleks, Cybermen,
everybody.
Zygons.
You got to have the Cybermen and the Daleks in there.
Yeah, there's
Silence, Weeping Angels, Master, Missy.
Yeah.
You got to throw the best at him.
I'm still, to this day, I know it's the Master, but I still keep going on the feeling that somehow the Master and the Missy is like a derivative or a combination of the Master and the Ronnie.
No.
In order to, I know, but
yeah.
They somehow.
Well, what they could do is to throw us off. You could have a guy appear, and then he turns out to be the Ronnie.
True.
Like they do a reversal thing where you're not expecting that this season, and this guy that's helping the Doctor out is actually the Ronnie. You're like, what?
Yeah.
That would be like a what the heck moment type of thing.
That would be a good companion setup. All this time you think he's got a companion that's helping him, like they did somewhat with Turtle.
Well, that guy that's helping him,
yeah,
is really like could be like a fake thing, like it could be evil. That would be cool. Yeah, I could stand her though. Yeah.
Yeah, all the way through the season, you didn't know he was actually working against the Doctor until maybe like the last 2 or 3 episodes, and then it's like.
Well, you know what I thought? I always thought, that Madame Kravarian, for her to hate him so much, that they were going to do something where there was going to be a companion, it was going to be with the Doctor, and we always just know her first name, and then at the end you find out her last name is Kravarian, and that something happens with her thing with the Doctor where she purely hates him. And that she goes off like, how am I going to mess this guy up? Let me join this church. Let me go back in time with the Silence. But let me mess him up. Because she has this freaking registered hatred.
You're surprised she's not going to wrap her fingers around his throat the moment she even hears his name.
Let me tell you something. It's so much hatred that she doesn't want him to die because it's like she wants to burn him alive, then heal him, then burn him alive and make him suffer. Like the hatred so much, she don't want him to die. She wants him to suffer every single day.
Let him regenerate enough time.
I just leave him alive to make him suffer, like real life.
Yes.
Like certain things we know about. So yeah, that's what it is. She has some type of hatred. It's like, and I'm trying to piece it. Like, well, who could she be? What could she be? Could she be like a daughter of a companion? Maybe Perry was left behind to be with that Viking guy, whatever that thing, and then this is a kid, that kid's miserable. I mean, like, I don't know. It could be something. So maybe we'll see.
Yeah, the daughter of a companion, or a daughter of an enemy who just felt like, who did the same thing which Legion did with Professor X in the
yes,
went back in time to try to prevent.
Yes. And create Age of Apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But Moffat said she's going to appear again. So I don't know when she's going to appear, but she's a great actress, Frances Barber. Man. She's awesome. So I'm a big fan of her, so I hope she comes back. All right. It's late. That's it. All right, Scott. Great episode.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir, for appearing. Thank you, everybody, for appearing tonight. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.